First and foremost, I am blind, so if my face kind of goes in and out of the frame or is not in the frame at all, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. I can't look in the viewfinder. I can't adjust the picture. I don't know how to hold the phone. This is just kind of a one-take vlog about my first week on the job. It was the elusive job that I had. First of all, where am I and what am I doing? I'm at a restaurant eating breakfast because not just because I want to be nice to myself, but because it's a Saturday morning and I actually have to work this morning. When 1 o'clock rolls around, I am so ready to be done with this week. It was only my first week, but it was an enlightening week, and it's been a long week. Some weeks I won't have to work on Saturday, but some weeks I will. It's every other Saturday. And this is one of those Saturdays. So if there's anything positive that can be pulled out of having to work on a Saturday, it's that I don't have to be there until like 8:30. And my workplace is pretty close to a Denny's, so I can just tell my door-to-door transit, just take me to Denny's, and I can at least have some breakfast, and I mean, more decent breakfast than I would probably make for myself. I'm just not a big breakfast cook. Really, I'm not that big of a, oh shoot, this is why I always do this on audio and edit. This is why I get breakfast, because first of all, I get a good stick to your ribs, get you through the work shift breakfast. Secondly, I have the restaurant that's so close to the workplace. Why in the world not? And now I know what you're like, Anne, you're constantly saying how you can't find your way out of a wet paper bag. How do you get from your restaurant to your workplace? Uber. Even without this promo that I'm on right now, where pretty much I can go anywhere for $5, which is a steal. I should use Uber as my security and safety and get me home in a decent amount of time problem solution, but that's going to be a matter of the Uber, of actually meeting up with the Uber outside. I mean, that's just as dangerous as, well, I'll talk about that later. The point is, taking an Uber from the restaurant to the workplace is doable. Even without the promo, it's not any 20, 30, 40 bucks. It's not like going from my house, which is on the other side of town, to my workplace. That's like a 15-minute drive. Longer if you've got different places to go because your door-to-door transit service doesn't take you straight there. Which, yes, that does happen sometimes. So, oh, what did I learn this week? I learned, first of all, that, as I'm sure a lot of people know, I had hoped that this job would be the job. I had hoped that this job would be the job that I would do for the rest of my life until I was good and dang ready to retire or died or whatever. Folks, that is not going to be the case. I knew probably half an hour in that there were things about this company that I didn't agree with. The people were fine, or my coworkers are fine. It's a nice bunch of people. Even my supervisor, he's a good guy. It's not the supervisor I have a problem with. It's the policies that he has communicated to me. He's just doing what he does. He's just upholding the policies of his company, but I don't agree with our policies. And I am not going to go into a lot of detail about them because it's probably not a very good idea. But I will say that I want to do like a public service video, at least one, probably maybe even two. I just need to figure out, maybe I need to make it literally like a public service announcement, commercial type thing. I just need to find a cast of characters to play, people in different scenarios or something. Maybe that's like my YouTube coming out party. Who knows? Anyway, I'll figure that out at some point. But what I do want to say, if I had one message to people who got calls from people like me, it's take me off your list. Those are the magic words. Those are what we need to hear. If you can see me with these earphones on, I don't know what you can see and what you can't. I put these earphones on because I can't really pay attention, I guess. It's hard enough to pay attention to what I'm saying in the first place without background discussion. Okay, so what is my job and what do I think of it? I'm a cold calling fundraiser. Or I'm not sure what exactly my job title is officially. But I'm one of these people that calls random numbers on a call list. And I'm not a telemarketer. I'm not selling anything. I'm actually raising money for different charities. Actually, I've only worked for one so far. I don't know if I'm allowed to disclose to people who I'm not calling what organization I'm calling for, so I'm not going to. But what I will say is that, first of all, this list is a freaking joke. This call list that I'm calling people off of. Allegedly, it was published last year, but half of the freaking numbers I call have a name attached to them, and when they answer the phone, I say, "Hi, is this?" I'll pull a name just out of the hat. "Hi, is this Jeff?" No, you got a wrong number. I mean, seriously, half the damn thing is wrong numbers, which drives me nuts. With that, all I can do is say, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Have a good night," or "Okay, sorry to bother you," and hang up and move on. But wrong numbers are wrong numbers, but first of all, the occasional wrong number from time to time might be one thing, but honest to God, it's a new list printed with old records that need to be updated. But that's probably that's one of the mild issues that I have with this job. probably one of the biggest issues, truly, and this goes back to my company policy, is people can get pissed and say, I'm so sick of you fuckers calling me. No, you can't count on my support. And I wish you guys would knock off calling me. I keep getting these damn calls, and no. Goodbye, and I don't want to hear from you people anymore. I would interpret that as, take me off your damn call list. I never want to hear from you again. In my mind, I would interpret that as, I don't want to hear from you anymore. Take me off your list. In my heart, I want to take that person off of our list. In my company policy, I'm not allowed to take that person off my list because they didn't say, take me off your list. I've got a real problem with that. I'm going to do it for as long as I have this job. I'm going to not take people off my list. If that's what they say, I'm going to take them off my list when they say, I'm so sick of you guys calling. Please take me off your list. Or you need to take this number off off your list. Or put me on your do not call list. Or did I say, you need to remove me from your list? Those justify doing a do not call. Unfortunately, y'all need to stop calling me. I'm so sick of this. I don't want to hear from you anymore. You need to get rid of this number. No, don't call me. Those are understandably pissed people who want to be put on the do not call list or taken off of our list, but don't ask in the right way, so I can't honor your obvious request to be put on the do not call list. Or maybe not so obvious. That's the problem. Since you don't literally say, take me off your list, I can't do it. Have I mentioned this will not be the job that I will be doing for the rest of my life? I will do the job for as long as I can. I will do the job until I can find a better job. I mean, I'll get a better job when I can find a better job. But I've been trying to find a job for like 8 months now, and until I can find my next one, this is better than only 2 hours a week at pizza box folding. It's not a better job than pizza box folding, but it's better than 2 hours at pizza box folding. I would be so happy if my pizza box folding job would say, hey, how about working more hours? Would you be interested? Would I be interested? I'd love that. In fact, honestly, 20 to 24 hours. I don't want to do 40 hours. That's too much for me, but probably between 20 and 30 hours. That's what I told my job developer that I really wanted to do. And that is what I'd like to do. But she says in pizza box folding, getting those kind of hours is too much to wish for. I wish they'd prove her wrong, but I assume they won't, so I'm just gonna have to work the two jobs. The job with fewer hours I love, and the job with more I won't quite say I hate it, but I don't like it enough to stay there for the rest of my life. I don't like it enough to stay there after my month of paid work experience runs out. But what we're expecting to happen is that month, basically, of other people paying my paychecks will run out and we expect the company to hire me permanently, or at least offer me a permanent job. And unless I have found a better one between now and then, I don't feel I have any choice but to accept it. Because we all know you can't do anything with 2 hours a week at minimum wage. But for the first time in my life, I will be quitting a job. As soon as I find a better job, I'll be turning in my 30 days, 2 weeks, however many weeks or days notice I have to turn in. And it'll actually, I've always prided myself on not getting fired, not quitting. You gotta let me go, or you gotta lay me off, or you gotta the temporary job's got to end or something before I'll quit. But in a situation like this, I'm realizing that there's no shame in quitting. And it's going to give me such pleasure to say, I found a better job. I'm giving you my 2 weeks, month, whatever it is, notice. I quit. I found something better. I don't know where it'll be, when it'll be, or what it'll be. But that is my goal right now going into this. This is a job to build my skills, make me more marketable for somebody else. And then quit when I'm ready to do that. This is not my permanent job. So I think I've driven that point home, and I hope I've driven the point home that I am bound by a company policy that mandates that I have to wait for, even if I can hear the frustration in their voice. And as much as I want to instruct myself and my coworkers to never call them again, I really can't do it if they don't say, take me off your list. If you don't get anything else out of this video, I hope you get that. I'm going to put that in the description box below, because I feel like that's really important. And I probably will do at least one, in fact, I know I will do at least one public service announcement video. If not officially by public service announcement format, at least just a separate sit-down video about, I'm a cold calling person now, and from behind the scenes, I can tell you that if you keep getting these calls and you keep saying, I wish you guys wouldn't call me, no, goodbye, or something to that effect, and you keep getting the calls and you keep getting the calls, and they with every call they become a bigger and bigger pain in the ass, and you wonder, what the hell do I have to do to get off these fuckers' lists? That's what the problem is, how you're phrasing your frustration. You've literally got to say, take me off your damn list. You don't have to say damn, but take me off your list. That's what callers need to hear to take the person they're calling off the list. Do I agree with it? No. But that's just one reason why I'm not going to make it at this job. But I'm going to make it as long as I can. Or as long as I have to. Maybe that's what as long as I have to. I'm going to make it there as long as I have to build my skills and buy myself time to find something better. Because God knows there's got to be something better out there. In some ways, this is the perfect job. But in other ways, it's so not perfect that I need something else. So now that I've rambled for probably about 20 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. That's what I got out of my first week on this job. And I need to finish this breakfast and then go to work and then save what's left of my weekend, because after I leave work, I have to take care of some things with my aunt, but after she leaves, I have from whatever time it is at that point until Monday morning. That's my time. So help me, that is my time, and I need it. I need it. After this week, I need to just do my own thing now that I finally will be able to. So, I'll see you probably next weekend for another video. Don't know what it's going to be. Well, I got an idea what it's going to be, but I keep trying to create it and it just doesn't sound right. But as far as I'm concerned, I got a week to do it. So, anyway. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe. Please take note of take me off your list when you get these calls from people like me. Keep it in the back of your mind. Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know. The way to stop these pain in the ass calls is to literally say, take me off your freaking list. Or put me on your do not call list, or remove this number from your list. That's what we need to hear so that we can actually take the action that, whether you say it or not, you really want. But the thing is, if you don't say it, we can't make it happen. Our company policies won't allow us to. I hate that. See you next week.